welcome back to A Better World. This is your host, Mitchell Jay Rabin, and we're very glad you're joining us again today. Today we're going to have another very interesting show. We have welcomed back Swami Prajnanananda of the Kriya Yoga tradition. He was with us last year, and he's joined us yet again today on his passage through New York. He's been making quite an effect on many people across the world. He's actually been traveling throughout the world to all parts, all continents, talking to people about what Kriya Yoga is, what initiation is, and what spiritual practice is. He's been really affecting the lives of many people in a very positive, very important way. And I hope that through this show, you too will get a sense of what's behind this wonderful man and the tradition that he is part of. Swamiji, thank you so much for being here again.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. If you could first just tell us a little bit about what the Kriya Yoga tradition is. There are so many traditions in India, so many very rich spiritual traditions. What is the Kriya Yoga tradition in particular?
Well, Kriya Yoga is a simple meditation technique that anybody can practice. This technique, one who practices 10 to 15 minutes time a day can simultaneously change the physical health, mental health through calmness, concentration, and inner peace, love and joy. It is a non-sectarian meditation technique. You can believe in your own faith, own religion, but at the same time you can practice this meditation technique.
So in a sense, more than a religion, it's almost like a science or an art.
It is a science as well as it is an art.
Mm-hmm.
It is a science of changing your life and art of living.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, there are a number of other traditions that, especially from India, that make similar kinds of claims. What is it about the Kriya practices that is distinct?
Practically in Kriya Yoga, we do not give any mantra, anything. There are some physical exercises anybody can practice to get the better health.
Mm-hmm.
Some breathing technique which brings concentration and calmness of the mind. And then through concentration, one can enter into the level of inner awareness, inner peace, love, joy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it shares a number of things with other meditation practices, right? Surely.
Okay.
But what does Kriya mean?
We live in this world, we do work. To understand Kriya, you should understand this word. We are working. To work is Kriya. And who is helping us to work? Through breath, we are working. Without breath, it is death.
Of course.
So, when we change any work, the breath changes. Suppose somebody is angry, the breath is different.
Sure.
Somebody is in tension, the breath is different. And somebody is in depression, the breath is different. And somebody is peaceful, the breath is different. So by changing the breath, we can change the human behavior, human nature. At the same time, through every work, one can perceive which helping the person to work. Kri means to work, Ya means the soul.
Oh.
Through every work, to experience the energy, source of energy in the body, inside the brain, the Ya, Kri and Ya.
So it has to do with the work of the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And bringing that more into one's physical life, reality, consciousness. Yes, yes, yes. And breath, since you mentioned it, in fact, is how do I put it, the life breath. It's the life force itself of Kriya Yoga, of the practice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that so? There is, perhaps you could share with the audience this idea, Swamiji, that there is this notion that every human being has a certain amount of breaths per lifetime. Could you speak to that?
The yogis believe that a normal human being with average activities breathes 21,600 times a day. If you divide it into a minute, one breathes 15 times per minute. So 15 times per minute means 4 seconds in one breath.
Mm-hmm.
When one is doing lots of physical work, the breath changes, breath becomes quicker. When one is sleeping, the breath is longer, slow, long, deep. And the yogis also believe the human life is not the number of years, it is the number of breath. So the total number of breath is 21,600 times multiplied with 365 multiplied with 100. This is the total number of breath. One who knows the art of breath control, through controlling breath, one can control the life, and one can control the activities, quality of life, the length of life.